Mr. Baka gave an insight into the newly passed sovereign wealth fund for the country. He said the SWF has two components that needs to be managed properly if PNG wants a sustainable future. He says the sovereign wealth fund depends highly on the stabilization and saving funds that are important when there is a drop in commodity prices in world markets.
Sovereign wealth fund is as good as how it's managed. It's got to be, the public needs to know that it's its fund, that it's got to be managed for the benefit of the people of Papua New Guinea in the short term and in the longer term.
Baka says the government must now try to avoid banking on non-renewable resources and cut down on borrowing, which in the long run can affect other income-generating sectors like agriculture. But he stressed on the importance of the stabilization component of the sovereign wealth fund, which he says depends on the revenue generated from the mining and agriculture sector. Again, these revenues must be well managed.
So the stabilization is very much about when commodity prices and flows are strong, that you're putting funds into that, and when the prices are low and the government needs to maintain its revenue, then you're withdrawing from the stabilization fund and putting it into the government's revenue.
Last year, the National Research Institute released a report on the sovereign wealth fund. The paper was an analysis of Papua New Guinea's process towards formulating its SWF. The research revealed that PNG is highly dependent on non-renewable resources, which leaves the future of PNG uncertain. It also revealed that revenue from resources has failed to impact Papua New Guinea with tangible development and delivery of services in the last 20 years.
And so we are put in a very risky position along with other countries who are mainly dependent on the mineral sector for its contribution to the GDP. Because if we spend it now, we don't know whether it will be, the benefits will be there if we spend it. If we misspend it, then the future generation is also going to lose out.
For now, Mr. Baka says a higher legislation must be set to monitor the flow of revenue into the sovereign wealth fund.
So it's important that it is hands-off, it's managed, the stabilization is managed according to its formula, and that the savings fund is not just sort of used on an ad hoc way.
The sovereign wealth fund was passed in Parliament last week, with Prime Minister Peter O'Neill maintaining that it's for the future generation of Papua New Guinea.
The sovereign wealth fund are managed in accordance with the highest principles of governance and accountability.
Stanley Ovett Jr., National EMTV News.